head coach of the Erie Explosion. 90-79 winners over the Trenton Steel. A 2-game lead now in the Northeast Division. 3 games left to play and ever closer to getting that at least a home game in round 1, trying to get home field advantage in the playoffs.
We just got to keep winning. It comes down to there's a great overall, team effort today. What I liked most about it today was it was a playoff atmosphere. I thought they came in keyed up. They got our best effort. We got their best effort. It was that was like a playoff game out there tonight. It really was. Just I thought the intensity, the execution on both teams, because both teams executed very well. And luckily we made some more plays in the game.
Execution, the E word, we talked about it a lot during our pregame. Your team scored on 13 of its 14 possessions, and the only one was a botched snap on a field goal attempt at the end. So every time the offense touched the ball seemingly tonight, they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, this is not a hard game. You get a good quarterback, you get a good offensive line, and you get some great playmaking wide receivers, which we have, and you allow them to make plays and put them in space. And I think we do a very good job of that. And obviously, the quarterback does a good job putting the ball where it needs to go, and our playmakers just make plays. That's it. I mean, I can't say much more than that.
Defensively, you got the stops you needed. You held them to a field goal on 1 possession. You had a turnover on downs in the red zone early in the second quarter, and those 2 defensive stops really stood tall.
No, that's all it took. And there's days the defense will carry us. Today, obviously, we needed to be near perfect on offense, and we were. But the defense got those critical stops and allowed us to win the football game. So I know our defense will improve over there. We've got playmakers, and we'll clean some things up. And I think we'll, it'll be definitely a different performance on that side of the ball next week.
From a special teams perspective, I know there was probably some things in the second half that you were unhappy with. But when you look at Carlos Ojeda's performances, especially through the first 3 quarters of the game, he looked like a completely different kicker. Like he's kind of finally figured out the configurations of this building. Had 3 Uno attempts, was really hot on his PATs until a couple of muff snaps, with some bad snaps and some muffs, but it really looked like he turned the corner as a playmaker from the special teams perspective on this team.
Carlos kicked the ball well for us last week. Carlos kicked the ball very well tonight. I can't blame him for, like you said, the protection breakdowns, the botch snap, things of that nature, but those are critical points. And unfortunately, that happened last time we were up in Trent, where we left those points on the field, we let them stay in the game. If not, I don't know, we would have scored probably 4 or 5 more points out there.
This wide receiving core we've talked about has just been unbelievable. We had Adam Michael on. He talked about how it's throwing the wide open receivers on play after play, especially against a team in Trenton that had some pretty good players in their secondary.
Our receivers are just phenomenal. And Kevin today, I think he had 7 touchdowns. They said. Yeah. I mean, that's just I've said it before. He can't be covered. He does a great job getting open. We run a lot of double move routes, a lot of 2-way go routes. He does a great job of finding a way to get open, and him and Adam have a great chemistry where when Adam gets outside the pocket, Kevin knows where to slide to get the football. And I'll say this, I told the media that too. I mean, Kev, I think, needs to get the player of the week, in the league this week. I mean, Adam's got it a bunch of times, but, I think Kevin has, been overlooked for the steady performance that he's had week in and, week out in this league. He's having a great year.
Coach, a huge win, 3 games left. The team continues to live up to its moniker. 90 points in offensive explosion.
Hopefully we can keep it up.
All right, we were joined by the Erie Explosion quarterback, Adam DeMichael. And Adam, when you talk about a big win, you guys give it a little bit of separation, maintain sole possession in first place. What do you say about this one tonight?
I mean, I guess the one word that comes to mind is just huge victory for the team. I mean, we played a total team effort. I know defense, got scored on a little bit, but again, that quarterback, I mean, I played here, it's my first year playing this, and that was the best performance I've seen by a quarterback. I mean, he didn't miss a pass, but again, we came out with a victory. Offensive line played great. Receivers made plays for me, and again, we're excited.
You're talking about their quarterback having a great game, and he certainly did, but the numbers you put up tonight with 12 touchdown passes, were you in a zone or what?
Yeah, that's all coach is doing. It has nothing to do with me, to be honest with you. I mean, I probably made about 3 or 4 difficult passes, but the rest were the guys, outrunning defenders, or to the last one, like Kevin made a guy miss to punch it in and really put a staple in our victory. So again, 12 touchdowns is good and all, but we're trying to get to the playoffs and make a run.
I think the only time you guys didn't score a touchdown was right before halftime when you had the field goal attempt. What is it about this offense that you're able to find success each and every time you're out there?
Well, like I said earlier, he put a great group of guys together. A group of guys that have played, some vets, some rookies, some guys that I think Coach knew my style of play. He fit me in with some great receivers and understood how I play the game. And the offensive line understands how I play the game as well. So again, man, we're again great offensive calls. We're executing. That's what it comes down to, executing every play.
Sole possession of first place. Great performance tonight, Adam DeMichael. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
We're joined by wide receiver Kevin Concepcion. And Kevin, another outstanding performance tonight. 7 touchdown grabs. You guys put up 90 points. How much fun are you having out there?
I'm actually having a lot of fun out there. Like I said, I give a lot of credit to Coach Adam. I mean, without that type of quarterback out there, a lot of those plays, I don't even make. Sometimes, you put balls in certain spots on the field that, sometimes I surprise myself, but he's a great quarterback. Without Adam, I don't make a lot of those plays.
Well, the funny thing is Adam said you guys made him look good. You say he makes you look good. Is there some great chemistry on this team, or what?
I mean, it's definitely great chemistry. I mean, it was kind of funny. He came up to me like, you run the best like scrambling drill that I know, and I'm like, and I was telling Adam like, you put the ball in places like, unbelievable, basically unbelievable places where the defenders won't get to. I'm the only person that'll probably make the play, and sometimes I go out there and I make them.
There was one point tonight where you were running down the field, waving your hand that you were open. The ball ended up going to another part of the field. Very next play, Adam comes back to you for a touchdown. Was there a conversation in the huddle?
A lot of things that I like about Coach Laiata is, as a player, sometimes we run certain routes and we see certain things that are open, and I come back, I come back to the huddle, like, and I tell Coach like, this is open, run this play, and he does it, and we score.
And it's worked out fantastically so far. 7 more touchdown catches tonight. I think that puts you up to 36 on the season.
37.
37. See, I'm losing count because he just gets open every play. Kevin Concepcion, another great performance. Big 90-79 win over Trenton. Great job.
Thank you.